Hey, and what is up, dreamers? It's your boy Robbie Daggett back again for another Final Fantasy discussion video. And in this one, we're going to be talking about all the worst things about Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Now, before we begin, I definitely want to say this is not to just shit on this game, honestly. I love this game. I think there's serious potential still for it. So don't look at it that way. I want this to be seen as a form of constructive criticism. But there are some serious flaws, glaring flaws to me, in FFBE that do need to be looked at. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. So welcome, and let's get started. So the first thing, and the biggest probably complaint I have with this game, is that the main story FF characters in this game, in this Final Fantasy game, suck. And many of these characters that you're gonna get in this game suck. And are just generally trashed here. Here's a short list of the sucky characters in this game. Just a short list. Zidane, Wakka, Kryl, Saz, Terra, Locke, Lightning, Vaughn, Extet, Golbez. Robbie, so wait, Robbie, are you telling me that the made-up characters in this game are stronger than the actual Final Fantasy characters in this game? What? And that's the case many times. Is you're gonna have just a great character that's from this game, Final Fantasy BE, you know, but it's going to just shit on the actual cast, the actual Final Fantasy cast, which is, you know, for me, it's the reason I'm playing this game. I'm all for a game having its own story and characters, but the amount of FFBE only characters compared to actual FF characters is pathetic for a game that has Final Fantasy in the title. Within hours, your inventory will be literally capped full of trash tier characters. But don't worry, you can always use your premium currency to increase your slots by 5 units every time. Oh, great, right? So I'm currently at 490. Which kind of takes me to my next point. This game should be called Final Fantasy Character Organizer, because dealing with this vast amount of units is extremely time-consuming and tedious. TM Moogles, money turtles, characters, enhancement fodder, EXP fodder, trash units, they're all stored in the same place. All in the same place. As a casual player, I spend more time trying to organize my inventory space and fusing together trash units than I do actually playing the game. Sometimes I see that my units are full, and instead of organizing it or going in there because I know it's going to take 30 minutes, I just close the game because I know I don't have like 30-40 minutes to be dealing with this. The fact that there's a cap on inventory space in a game with so much material and just stuff just boggles my mind. Honestly, there has to be a better way to do this. I know there's this sort filter when you want to find something, look for something, but this is tedious as well. This is honestly really tedious as well. There has to be a better way. That's all I'm saying. And the other thing is, when you are doing fusions, there's no quick fusion. You can only put 5 mats into something at one time. So this is so tedious. I personally find it offensive also to have to pay for inventory space, because players shouldn't have to suffer when the game's organizing feature is terrible and outdated. Honestly, they should just have to fix their game so we don't have to deal with this anymore. Another big thing that really sucks about this game is the TM farming. So if you want to be good, quote unquote good at this game, you're gonna have to spend time TM farming, which in my opinion is the worst thing ever, because it takes like 10,000 battles in order to unlock, and that's on average, 10,000 battles to unlock 1 TM. So you will most definitely spend more time farming TMs than you will spending this, playing this game. You will be farming TMs more than you will play this game. Guaranteed 100% if you want to do any of this endgame content, any of this fun stuff available at endgame for you. And I think 10k battles is just way too much to expect anyone to do. And I know somebody out there is just like, Robbie, what are you talking about, man? Just activate your macro farming methods, man. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, because that's actually one of my next complaints, is the macroing in this game is a necessity. It's a necessity to play this game, which in itself doesn't make sense, and to me is rather annoying. I don't know if that's just a preference thing, but I don't know, man. I just don't like the whole macroing part of this game. Not only will you need to set up a macro to farm TMs to preserve sanity, but I've seen that most endgame players and even some big-time streamers have macros set up to do their chaining and spark chaining. At this point, are you even playing the game, or is your macro when the only skill-based technique in this game is being performed by your macro? Now, what I'm talking about is it actually takes skill to do chaining in this game. You have to hit the buttons really fast, basically. If your macro's doing that, what are you even playing this game for? You're just managing all this, really. You're just managing your inventory and your TMs and all that crap. So, I do want to know what you guys think about everything I've said so far. I do think all these things that I've mentioned can honestly be improved, and I look forward to seeing the improvements. I do plan on doing all the best things about Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, so don't feel bad if this video kind of has you bummed out, but I do want to kind of talk about some of the more glaring problems with Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. The last thing I want to touch on is that there's just really no co-op or multiplayer. The social functions in this game are just not even there. I mean, you could borrow a unit, but that's it. There's no playing together. There's no doing stuff together. I have no reason to get my friends to play this, because there's nothing we can do together. There's literally nothing to do together, so that's another huge issue. Especially moving forward, a lot of these new games these days have some co-op, have some multiplayer at least. This game does have PvE, but it's AI controlled, and that's a whole nother thing. And then, this is just going to be the first volume of this video, honestly, because there is a lot more to talk about. I'm not even going to get into gacha and pricing in this video, because I sincerely feel like that could be its own video when you're looking at the prices of this gacha. So let me know how you guys feel about everything. Hopefully I didn't hurt anybody too bad, but let me know how you feel. Post your comments down below. It's been a pleasure to discuss all this with you guys today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Leave that follow, leave that like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed this kind of video. If you want to see another kind of video like this, let me know down below in the comments. This is a new series we're starting here on the channel, so thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everybody for hanging out. Good luck to you, and I'll catch you later.